100% pure rock. 1077 The Bone.
1077 The Bone. That is Nikki Sixx's 6 a.m. with Life is Beautiful. I'm Nikki Blakk, and in the studio with me tonight, I have Jaeger and I have John Nymann from Y&T.
Where's Jaeger?
Jaeger.
Sorry, that's me.
Oh, yeah.
I don't dispense alcohol.
Sorry. Although I do know where to find some Jaeger if you're in the market. It's not hard to acquire. I'm just saying.
Really?
Yeah.
You're just saying
There's
it's
Jaeger
under the
around
desk?
Quit holding out.
There may be a source. I will let you know later off the air. So, John, you and I are going to be going on to the Monsters of Rock cruise.
Yes, me and you.
Next weekend. I just got an email today that there's only, I think 12 cabins left. But there are, a handful of cabins left if people still want to go. They go
people should go.
monstersofrockcruise.com or wherever it is. Just Google Monsters of Rock Cruise because it's pretty amazing. There's, a ton of bands that are going to be on there. I'm kind of excited about it.
At least 25.
Is it? I know there's a bunch.
I think I counted 25.
Wow. So the Bay Area contingent represented very well by Y&T, Tesla, Eric Martin. I'm forgetting one, aren't I? I always do that when I'm not looking at a list.
Night Ranger.
And Night Ranger. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. So we were talking off the air, which I kind of feel bad. I feel like everybody else had to listen to music while I got to listen to you. But one of the things that I wanted to ask you about is obviously the passing of Phil Kennemore, because it was huge for Y&T fans, as obviously it was for Y&T. But,
yes.
But just because as the radio station, people contact us, we just had this huge outpouring of mourning from the Y&T community, and fans just were devastated at how it happened, and just everybody was just devastated. And I thought maybe you could share some Phil Kennemore stories with us.
Yeah, it was quite shocking, of course, for us, and but like I was telling you off the camera and off the mics, we were what he was like, and calling him the band mascot. He was the guy. He was the go-to guy when you wanted to have a good time. And he was mischievous. He would like to go out and have fun after the gigs late at night, and especially him and our drummer Mike Vanderheel. They always like to go out and have a few more cocktails while Dave and I would go back to the hotel and sleep, and so we can keep our voices in shape to sing the next night. But not Phil. Phil would tear it up. He didn't care. He was living large and tearing it up. And there was one night in France, Mike knows the story I'm going to tell, of when they ended up in front of this big cathedral, and Phil thought it would be a good idea to disrobe.
Oh, okay.
And
it's France.
take a photo. I mean, I'm in France, and I got this huge church and this big giant door, and this is going to be really cool. I think this is going to make a really good photo.
He was going for artistic value.
So, of course, the French police showed up and asked what was going on, and they said, well, we're shooting this is going to be the cover of our new album. And so they got off. Nice. And he says, we'll leave, put your clothes on, get out of here. But that was just one of many things. I mean, that would happen, almost on a daily basis on the road with him.
He shot a lot of album covers around the world, is what you're saying.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. We miss him. We miss him dearly.
Yeah.
And John Nymann is in the studio with us tonight here on 1077 The Bone. We get you for a little while longer?
Well, I got to get up early and go practice with Eric Martin.
Okay, give me 5 minutes.
Okay.
It's 1077 The Bone. 1077 The Bone in the studio with us for just a couple more minutes. We have John Nymann from Y&T. And since I was just saying how it's unfair that you guys can't hear all the great stories that we get to hear off the air, I literally stopped John mid-story so that he could tell you the story he was just about to tell me. So this was, let's see.
This is 80.
Eric Martin Band had just broken up, you said, after a show at the Wolfgangs.
Played our last show at Wolfgangs, and within a month, I had gone to see Y&T play at the Keystone Palo Alto, just hanging out. And Leonard saw me, and he grabbed me and pulled me backstage and said, "We want to talk to you."
Because you guys were friends already.
Yeah, we've been since childhood. And they had said, "Yeah, we just did this new record in Rock We Trust, and we put a lot of extra background vocals on it, and you want to go on the road with us and help us out, be our little, side man." I said, Absolutely. You got to be kidding me. So
You're all paying gig?
Yeah,
Rock
paying
and
gig,
roll?
go on the road, Motley
Score.
Crue tour. I mean, yeah, we had a good time back in the 80s. That was the days. Those were the days.
Motley
So-
Crue tour story? Did anybody eat ants or?
You know, there was something to do with some chickens. I remember something about, I don't know if, I think
Live
Meniketti might have
chickens?
had something. Meniketti and Phil, I think, had something to do with this, where they dressed up chickens in Motley Crue outfits and threw them on stage. Or I think they got in trouble for that too. Some animal cruelty act thing.
Ooh.
Yeah. You got to get Dave in here. Let him tell that story.
Statute of limitations is expired on PETA. So you
But
got
yeah.
lucky because you had the golden voice.
I don't know about that, but I did get lucky, and now here I am. I'm in the band, so it panned out good for me.
Awesome.
And
Panned out good for all of us, really.
it's great. Yeah, love these guys.
Excellent. So thank you for coming down here tonight. I appreciate it. And we will hook up on the docks. I will see you on the cruise.
We'll have a drink
We'll have several.
or two.
Or 63. Here's another song from a Bay Area band you might have heard of. It's Journey on 107.7 The Bone.
100% pure rock. 1077 The Bone.